Welcome to the ultimate everything farm in Lords of the Fallen. When I say everything, obviously probably not every item in the game, but pretty much every consumable you can get from here. You are going to be getting vestige moths, you are going to be getting most of your consumables that you might need for your build, including the satchels actually drop from this as well. You are going to be getting at least some of every type of Deralium, apart from chunks, because obviously they are limited per playthrough, large amounts of Vigor, and anything else that you probably want or need for just progressing through Lords of the Fallen. This is going to start at the Memorial Vestige, and if you're doing this in a concentrated way, this takes around 4 minutes, and each 4-minute cycle is going to net you somewhere between 8 and 10k Vigor, and that's without having to wait around for Red-Eyed Boy to spawn, so we can just do this straight away. If you wait around, you can probably increase the amount of Vigor gain, but I don't think that's necessary for this run. We are obviously going to need to be in umbral mode for this, and I'm going to recommend that you pop your item discovery items as we go around, because that is going to increase the efficiency of the farm. And yes, the Vigor that I was talking about was raw Vigor without the actual item value added to that you're actually going to get for this. Consider things like vestige seeds, which are going to drop from this, and all the other stuff, as well as adding actual like thousands to each run. This is probably like way higher than that. So if you guys are upset with the clickbait I put on this video, I apologize, but that is the way the game is played. Probably not going to put 1,000,000, but this run definitely nets you high value. Now, of course, the faster you can kill these enemies, the better. My run's probably going to look a little bit slower because I don't want to go too fast as we're going around. Make sure you drop a bomb on these guys. Now, of course, it's going to depend on your build and how fast you can actually kill enemies. This guy can be a sticking point. If he's taking you too long to beat, this could be one that you might want to skip. But this is the person that is going to drop you the large Deralium shards. So I would say he is a keeper. Next up then, it should be pretty easy to see because we are already in umbral mode. We want to jump across here onto the bridge, okay? So we'll take a jump, get across there. Make sure you roll off the edge. And you want to be real quick and get into the back of this bit because we've got some moth ladies that are going to start spawning. These are going to drop your vestige type stuff. The Vigor moths that allow you to go back to the checkpoint quick at the end of the run. Now, if you can get on these real quick, you can see you can just knock them off the ledge, and that makes them significantly quicker to deal with, and that should be the aim. So you want to get those off those ledges nice and quickly. Make sure you're picking up all of the loot in here. Now, if you've got a bigger group of enemies like this that you're defeating real quick, make sure you're using the Hoover system to get all of the stuff. And so long as there's a crowd on here, continue attacking them. But if there's no crowd, that's going to be the end of kind of us on here. If you're the kind of person that likes to wait around for Red-Eyed Boy to arrive, maybe that's a good place because they do spawn a lot just there. Now, if you're a mana heavy build like me and you're not using the wither damage trick with one of the rings, because I'm obviously not, feel free to pop some mana here, because if you if you like abusing the spells like I do, maybe you're burning through it a little bit quickly. So next up, we're going to start heading down the hill here. Excuse me, I'm not too bothered about these guys. These really don't drop all that much. But make sure you're grabbing the loot. Now, the cool thing is, obviously, the loot will still be there on your next run if you don't grab it, so that's not like the worst issue. Mid relic's a guy here. Let's make sure we get a bomb on you. Make sure you get on him early, because if he starts fighting, this can be a little bit of an issue. Just make sure you drop him bombs and everything. Try to be kind of good with hoovering stuff rather than trying to stop too much, because we want this to be fairly quick. Then be careful as you're coming on around. You might want to refresh your stamina at this point, because the archer lady can be an issue. We don't want to go down to her, but we do need to get her dealt with quickly. Particularly with the archer shooting from the angle over there, and that's going to be bad. Okay, so once you've got the dogs in the clearing dealt with, next it's time to move on around to the right or left, depending which way you're facing. Kind of funny how that works. Careful of the archers as you come down here, because these can do a lot of damage. And then once they're dealt with, you can move on down further to the last encounter. The thing you want to take care of first here, realistically, is the Wraith that's on the other side of the left side. And then we've got 2 Paladins, which kind of round out the run. Suck up all of the Vigor, grab all of the loot along the way, and you'll find that you are profiting rather nicely in all of the different resources that you are likely to need on your journey through Lords of the Fallen, including Vigor, Deralium shards, Deralium fragments, Deralium nuggets. So enjoy all of the lovely rewards of running the route. Once you've reached the end, all you need to do to reset is use one of the vestige moths. These drop from either the 2 moths or the wraith at the end, so you should find that as long as you keep your item discovery up and high, it will not be a problem for you to just keep on rerunning the route until you have everything that you want.